Ross is still on vacation with his family in California, skiing and snowboarding.
Just imagine him waking up with his cup of coffee, looking out over a balcony at the mountains, with the snow on the slopes.
And then he's going to send us pictures of exactly that.
He better send us pictures. Look.
It's fair. We did. We asked him. We're like, hey, we got to see some pics.
Yes.
So we'll share them when we get them for sure. Hey, did you do your little sleep consultation thing yesterday?
Yes. Brad and I are doing like a sleep series, if you will, for the next few weeks with the Wounded Warrior Project.
Yeah.
And we had our first call yesterday.
Was it helpful?
It was.
Like sleep, I'm assuming tips on sleeping
like
better?
habits and the circadian rhythm and all of that stuff. So it was insightful.
So give me like a couple of the big ones.
Like the basics. Don't drink caffeine, alcohol.
Before you go to bed.
And stuff like that. At least 6 hours before you go to bed.
6 hours?
6 hours.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Getting into a good rhythm before you go to bed, that regular routine. And you have a really good circadian rhythm whenever your body starts to wake up on its own.
Okay.
Because it's gotten into a good routine of, I don't need an alarm.
Okay. See, I'm feeling a little bit better now because I think my body, I get up before my alarm, even though it's at 3:30 in the morning.
Sure, but your body's used to it.
So my body must be getting into that. But I have noticed I've had a harder time falling asleep. And I'm wondering what the sleep expert people would say about watching super intense CIA drama shows right before you go to bed.
A part of me, the NCIS fanatic side of me says, I completely understand this, Mark. But the other healthy side of me says, come on.
Like, what are you doing?
You're stimulating your brain into crime scenes.
But it's like I'm hooked.
And so start it when you get off, like at 12 or 1 in the afternoon.
Yeah.
Okay, gives your brain enough time
and
to
then be like, okay, I got to shut it off by 5 p.m.
Otherwise, you're going to recreate these crime scenes in your dreams.
I am, totally. But I'm winning.
The KLRC Morning Show.
90.9 KLRC.
Ready for some good news?
We are too.
Here's your positive difference story of the day.
All right. Tom Flynn and Michael Panzer never knew each other before May of 2024.
Okay.
When the tornado hit in Rogers and affected so many folks.
Yes.
But it turns out that God would use them to use their talents to create something that would help people process and heal in a pretty awesome way.
Oh?
And today happens to be the last day of Tornado Town, which is a art exhibit that's been available for people to come and just process all that happened back on May 26th of 2024. And today's the last showing. They've been doing this for a little while now. It's a sculpture that was built by Tom and Michael, who are both residents of Benton County. They had the idea to create a sculpture with trampoline springs after his house and yard were damaged by the tornado.
Interesting.
Said our power was out for about 5 days. My job was to try go get coffee. So I'd get up every morning to try drive somewhere to find somewhere that might have coffee. That was, it was just that bad at the time, right? He said every day I would drive past this trampoline that was wrapped around a power pool. And I kept looking at it and saying, I wonder if I could do something with those trampoline springs. So the duo have nicknamed their piece the 500 sculpture because the tornado artwork was built using 500 trampoline springs. The entire piece weighs about 500 pounds, and the project took about 500 hours to complete.
Wow.
And they threw in about $500 and stuff too, just to make it all worthwhile. Prior to the project, those two had never met, but they've become friends while constructing this piece. They both have an engineering background, so they had a whole lot of discussions about how in the world would they make this work. They said, we've really enjoyed watching people gather around the sculpture at openings. Everybody has their own stories about that day and what happened afterwards, and a chance to be able to reflect and see the impact on the sculpture on Northwest Arkansas residents. They said it's been part of the healing process for so many.
It's amazing.
That's pretty cool.
Talk about a gift wrapped in black.
Yes, exactly,
like
right?
The black is the tornado, but the gift is the friendship that's come of it. Yeah.
Exactly. Despite the sculpture now coming down, the duo says they plan on carrying on their friendship and hope to work on more projects in the future.
I love it.
That is our positive difference story of the day.
Real people, real life. The KLRC Morning Show. 90.9 KLRC.
It's Mark and Becky. Ross, the intern, is off today. He's our resident workout expert, lives at the gym. He probably knows this as well as Brant does, Brant is on our sister station, Real FM. Mm-hmm. He was handing out free advice for all the newbies that are, doing the New Year's resolution to go work out. He said this, first of all, especially if it's been a while since you've been there, what used to be known as the leg press or the lat pull-down machine, they're now called the look at your phone stations. Oh. I know this to be true, actually, about every time I go over to work out. Here's another good tip. Ask nicely when you want to use a particular look at your phone station, but somebody else is using it to look at their phone. It's polite to work in by asking, can I jump in here for a minute to look at my phone? Fair. And then this is probably the best advice of all. Follow the 20-minute rule when you're at the gym. Every 20 minutes, be sure to look up from your phone to see if the lights are still on and the gym is still open.
Oh, my goodness.
The KLRC Morning Show.
90.9 KLRC. The positive difference.
So, Mark, I'm curious.
Mm-hmm.
I hear of a lot of people who do this, like, word of the year.
Yeah, at the beginning of the year?
Yeah, like I'm going to live by this word for this year.
Yeah.
One, I don't do things that everyone else does. That's just not me.
You're not
Never
the word
has
of the
been.
year kind of person?
No.
Yeah.
Maybe last year I had like a word at the end of the year.
I'm going to start mine in December. Everybody else does January.
Do you do a word of the year?
I've never really done the word of the year. I get why people do it.
Yeah,
it makes
yeah.
sense to have like a focus area.
Uh-huh.
I've never really gotten into it. But what's funny is this year, I feel like I'm making up for lost ground.
Oh.
I've never done the word of the year thing. I was like journaling towards the end of this year, like literally just kind of like, God, okay, like there's some, like, what should I be paying attention to this new year? Mm-hmm. And ended up with 3 phrases.
Oh, not even words.
So now I'm like,
You're just
I've gone
overachieving.
from no words, no word of the year, to now I have 3 phrases.
Wow.
Which probably like goal setter people would say, okay, that's probably a bad idea.
That's not a smart goal.
Too much. Yeah. But I'm like, no, they were all things that like, I want to like understand the presence of God a little bit more, like practice just being aware of God's presence. And like this idea of, it was actually in that solitude book that I was telling you about. They talk about at the end, spiritual productivity, kind of this idea of like, I want success in my life to look different than just what Mark thinks success should be. Mm-hmm. But here's probably the biggest one. I'm not a very positive person, which I think is ironic that God would land me at the positive difference.
Yes.
I was like, hey, I think I want you to learn something.
Because I don't get any negative vibes from you.
And maybe I should say it this way. I'm such a realist, and maybe a bit of a skeptic.
Sure.
That I'm just really like, I'm not very quick to see the good in how something's going to play out. I can think
internally, because externally, I get the complete opposite vibe.
Okay, yeah. I mean, I think I've got at least enough sense to not just like blurt out.
Oh, like me?
Everything I'm thinking. No. But I was actually talking to Chaplain Justin about this recently. I was like, I really do want to. I think there's a healthy level of understanding. Hey, we live in a broken world and people are broken. And so let's give each other grace and all that and not be surprised when things don't go well. But this is the way it's helped me understand it, is it clicked the other day when I was like, before we were broken people, we were people made in the image of God. Right. Like the Bible says, like, we're his idea, every one of us, and he puts his image on us. And so the thing that's helped me, my little phrase, is I want to see the image of God in people and the imprints of God in my circumstances.
Wow.
That's good. I think that's going to help me be a bit more positive.
That's good.
Like, can I see people as created in the image of God? And no matter what my circumstances are, look for God's imprints, his fingerprints.
Ooh, that's
We'll see if it makes a difference.
The KLRC Morning Show.
90.9 KLRC, the positive difference.
New year. We concluded neither one of us are very good at the word for the year
Nope.
thing. Haven't done that very well or at all. Do you do anything? Do you have a hey, I think I want to focus on this? Or are you nah, I'm staying away from all the New Year's kind of stuff?
I think I am really going to try to focus on being slow to speak this year
Okay.
with my face. Okay. Yes.
It's the best.
The articulation of words out loud is obviously an area of opportunity, or in my background, that's an area of improvement for me, and I will work on that.
There's some good Bible admonition to be.
Yes, but it does me no
careful with our
good
words.
to not say anything with my tongue if I'm saying everything with my face. Okay? So I got to work on my face.
So you want to be slow to speak with your face.
Yes.
That might be. I don't. Whatever it is, New Year's resolution.
Hey, we have a
word of
team
the
meeting
ways.
today. We'll see how it goes.
Okay.
The KLRC Morning Show.
90.9 KLRC.
Been talking about things that we're trying to focus on with the new year. I've got my little phrases that I'm trying to work on to just practicing the presence of God, being aware of God's presence,
Yeah.
trying to be a little more positive, spiritually productive, those kind of things. You want to be slow to speak with your face, which is the best.
Yep. If you know me, you know exactly what I mean.
I like that. I think that's probably what the Bible's getting at, is probably our words and everything else that goes
Yes.
with it, which is pretty smart. I think that's
It
wise.
does me no good to not say anything with my tongue if you could see everything I'm saying with my face. Right? So, being
You have anything
intentional.
else you're thinking
Yeah.
about this year?
So, someone gifted me this awesome book called An Invitation to Solitude and Silence.
You're actually reading
I
it.
am.
Okay.
And I like it. Thank you, Mark. It was a
It
great
is a
gift.
good book.
And Pastor Tim planted the seed a few months ago around being tired.
So this was like a church.
Yeah. The initial seed was being tired, but being tired for Jesus. And so I've just been pondering that since he gave the sermon on that. But then I was reading a piece of this book last night, and this stood out to me. So there's two kinds of tired. One is called good tired. This is a kind of tiredness we experience after a job well done, a task accomplished, out of the best of who we are. And then there's another kind of tiredness, and it's the dangerous tired. It is deeper and more serious than the temporary exhaustion that follows periods of intensity of schedule and workload. The difference between good tired and dangerous tired is like the difference between the atmospheric conditions that produce harmless spring clouds and those that bring an eerie green tinted sky and the possibility of a tornado.
Wow.
So my question is, are you producing harmless spring rain clouds, or are you producing eerie green tinted skies with the possibility of tornadoes?
Good, tired, and dangerous tired.
Yeah.
Oh, that's really good.
Yeah.
The KLRC Morning Show.
90.9 KLRC.
Happy birthday!
Let's go!
Okay, you're adding moves to your finger dance
It's a
every
new
day.
year. The finger dance has improved. We're going next level
You've
now.
added a 4 count to
You're
your
welcome.
8-step there.
Yes. All right. Party is on. It's time for the Marketplace Grill Birthday Bash. It's Tuesday, January 6th.
Happy birthday to Bryce Goslin, who's turning 8 in Springdale. Sandy Price has a birthday in Jay. Jessica Coon is turning 37 in Springdale. And Evan Cox has a birthday in Centerton.
All right. Happy birthday to all of you. Our friends at the Marketplace Grill have a little gift certificate we get to hand out, and the randomizer has chosen.
Bryce Goslin turning 8 in Springdale.
Happy birthday.